Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the new movie, Lady and the Tramp. This is a live-action remake of the classic animated movie, and everything. And since this movie just came out on Disney Plus, and I know there's probably a lot of people that haven't had a chance to see it yet because they either don't have Disney Plus or they just haven't got around to watching it. I'm not gonna do any spoilers or anything. There's not really a lot that I could spoil anyway, because this movie pretty much follows the original one really well. But this one is really good though. I was really impressed with it. It gives you nostalgia if you grew up with this movie and everything, because a lot of the stuff is kind of shot for shot in certain scenes of the movie and everything, but I think that they actually did some things better in this movie than the original, and then there are things about the original that I like more too. This was actually a really good solid remake though. I love the voice cast in this. Tessa Thompson was great as Lady. I was really worried about her because I loved Lady in the original one, and the one that did her voice in the original was just really, really great and everything. I think she also did the voice of Kanga in the Winnie the Pooh movies, but she was really good. Tessa Thompson was really good as Lady, and Justin Theroux, I think is his name, does the voice of Tramp, and he does a really good job too. The one that really stood out for me though was Sam Elliott as Trusty, I think is his name. I thought he did a really good job as Trusty. Everything. He reminded me a lot of the original guy that did his voice, but he just was really. He was always one of my favorite characters in the animated one anyway, and I just thought he did really good. And this movie, Jacques is a girl. I don't remember who does her voice, but she's fine and everything. I personally like Jacques better as a boy in the original one. Just because of the way some of his stuff just was really more humorous in the original one, but she was fine. It didn't really take away from the story or anything, making her a girl or anything, so it didn't really bother me too bad. And the cats in here are different too. They instead of having to do with the racial stereotype that the original one was, they changed the species of cats and gave them a new song because of the backlash from the We Are Siamese. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do like We Are Siamese better in the original one, mainly because I just love that scene in the movie when those cats are tearing up the house. To me, it was more amusing and stuff in the animated one and everything. I do get why people are offended by it, though. I'm not saying that the racial stereotype and stuff was good or anything. It's mainly because of nostalgia and stuff like that. It's not really that I think that it's funny that they were making fun of people or anything like that. But I didn't really like that song that the new cats sang. It just wasn't really that great to me and everything. And the musical numbers kind of for the most part fell out of place and everything, because they also had the He's a Tramp song in there, and that one just kind of felt like it was out of place too, like with the one with the cats, because most of the movie isn't a musical really and everything. But I did love that they kept the Bella Notte song when they go eat dinner and everything. Of course, the famous spaghetti scene is in here and everything, and I thought they did a really, really great job recreating that in live action. I thought that was probably one of the best things that came out of these Disney remakes on certain scenes. I thought they did a really good job on that. I also love that they had real dogs in this movie and everything. Some of the CGI when they used to make their mouths move and stuff is a little bit off-putting and everything, but it's not extremely bad and everything. And at least these characters still had emotions and stuff. I mean, even though they didn't make as much facial expressions and stuff because they were real animals and everything, you could still feel the emotion in the voice actors acting and stuff. They did a really good job on that too. That was something that The Lion King didn't do. I mean, of course, The Lion King didn't have actually any real animals at all and everything, but I feel this is a huge step up from that, though. Out of the Disney remakes this year, is a huge step up from The Lion King. I didn't like it quite as much as Aladdin and Dumbo, but I did still like it quite a bit. I thought it was a really good remake and everything. I really kind of wish my grandparents were here, because I think they would have loved this movie. I think my grandma loved the original one, and I think my grandpa did too, but even if he didn't, I think he would have liked this one a lot and everything. I'd give this one an 8 out of 10, because it is a pretty fun movie. Like the original one, it's not one that I'm going to want to rewatch all the time, because I do like the original a lot, but it's not one of my most favorites and everything. It's not one that I like rewatching very often. I watch it maybe every few years or so. And the same thing would be with this one. I wouldn't watch it as much, and more than likely, if I were to choose which one to watch, I'd always go to the original one first. But I do see myself rewatching this one more often, and if it does get a DVD release, I'll probably end up getting it, because it is a good movie and everything. So, but anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of the Lady and the Tramp remake, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.
This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
That's enough, guys.
Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever, just because this is the song that doesn't end.
How do I turn you on?